Hello, everybody. Oh, that's not the right date. Hold on. It is not Tuesday anymore. It is Wednesday. All right. There we go. Good morning, Vic Greer. Uh oh. Everything is working this morning. You coming through? John hits us with reality early in the morning. There's no way Dallas signs Adams. Got your cup of Joe to hang with Shango. Hey, Rick. I think that kind of won it for my it when you said that yesterday. I'm pretty sure that was you that said that yesterday about the cup of Joe with Shango. I came with my decision. Good morning, Christy. Good morning, C. I don't see. Christy comes in with a little bit of reality too. Let me bring the camera on in. So I guess let's just go in and talk about Devontae Adams. I guess. When I saw it, when I first let me go back to last year. Last year, oh my goodness, I don't have my lights on. I was like, what is wrong? Something's dark here. Hold on. Watch everything just look better. Just a second. There we go. Hello, everybody. All right. I was in the dark, Marvel. So let me go. All right. Let me go back to last year. Last year, I was begging for a number two, and I think last year it was what's his name from Cardinals, Clemson. You know what I'm talking about? Who signed with the Titans? It was him last year that was available, and everybody was like, "Should we get him?" And I didn't think he kind of fit our offense. Um, who am I talking about? Come on, guys. I hate when I get brain farts in the morning. Clemson player. I'm a Clemson fan. Why am I drawing a blank? But last year when he was available, a lot of people was wanting him. I was like, if we get him, it would be great. It would be awesome or whatever. But I didn't see us getting him because it wouldn't make our offense faster. That's kind of where I am with Devontae Adams. That's kind of where I am. No, not Hollywood. Clemson. Hopkins. Thank you, Big Greer. Thank you, D Hop, Big Greer. Um, but I view him as a little bit like Hopkins, but younger and better than Hopkins is or whatever. And it might be a little bit better for this year's offense because if we have a speed guy with this offense, we still don't have time for that speed guy to get open. You know what I'm saying? We're still gonna have time to hold that ball to throw it deep. And if we can't block, you know what I'm saying, that person's not gonna be used. So we still need a speed guy, but a speed guy is not going to work with this group right now. We'll need some play action. We'll need a running game for play action. We'll need a lot of stuff to utilize a speed guy. But Devontae Adams would be one of those guys that's pretty much open on every play. That he's gonna beat his guy. He's gonna be open and to be somebody for that to throw the ball to, which is what we need. So, which team needs Devontae Adams the most? It is hands down the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, it would elevate CD and Devontae would be the best duo in the league easily. And our offense would have something that they can depend on. On third down, you got 3 targets. You got 3 targets on those tough third downs. It'll make those third downs a lot easier. If you know what I'm saying. All right. Now, my second person there is Amari Cooper. Now, in your mind, vision our offense with Devontae Adams and envision our offense with Amari Cooper. In my mind, envisioning it with Devontae Adams is great. It's awesome. It's better than we ever had. You know what I'm saying? It'll be our best wide receiver duo that we've ever had. But then, if you exchange Devontae Adams at wide receiver 2 now, this is wide receiver 2. If you change Devontae Adams for Amari Cooper, how much does it fall off? I mean, seriously. Yeah, that's what I'll say, Matthew. The offense will be definitely slow. Exactly. But this offense, it needs separation more than it needs speed, if that makes sense, Matthew. We need separation so we can catch the ball, so we can get those 3rd and 6 and 3rd and 7s and things of that sort more than we need, speed, which we do need. Let's go. This dude stares down his receiver. Man, just hush. Why aren't you playing quarterback, WY? Why aren't you playing quarterback that you saying somebody stares down his receivers? Just hush. You people don't know what you're talking about. You can't play quarterback. So many people think they can play quarterback and tell, oh, he had persons open. He stares down. You can't play quarterback. So you can't judge a quarterback. Let his coaches do that. Jeez, like that was, I went off in the game. People got so mad. Oh, he had a person open. He's holding on to the ball too long. Man, hush. You can't play quarterback. You don't know what you're talking about. Jeez. You're not a quarterback coach. You're nothing. You don't know nothing about playing quarterback. Sorry, Bear. It's just so stupid. I can't understand if they say something that makes some kind of sense. But when you sitting there, like that's like me telling Emmitt Smith he needs to run with more balance to this, and I can't do what Emmitt Smith do. Telling Jordan, you need to go to your left more. You can't do that, people. That's why you at home and not playing football. Because you can't do it. Be a spectator because that's what you are. Quarterback is so hard to play. I tried to practice, and you got to be different. You got to be different, exactly. And you don't know until you get to the NFL because these quarterbacks in college, they're playing a different game. Some of them have like superstars all around them, and you don't know until they get in the NFL and the real heat hits them. Look at Caleb. Caleb doesn't look nearly like he's supposed to. Yeah, M Skills, they're coming after our quarterback this year. There's no way. It's kind of like the Cleveland Browns. It's the formula to beat the Cowboys this year is to come after our quarterback because the offensive line is leaky. Good morning, Sadika. You tried to see. Said I tried to switch from running back to quarterback at high school. It was a no go. Quarterback is hard. It is. It is. It's too much pressure. But some people want it. Like when I was uh, coaching flag football, I had this one kid. He had to be quarterback. I want to be quarterback. I want to be quarterback, and he was there mentally all the time too. Bro, we need to just get a new quarterback and a new coach. I love these people that come in here with these like super smart analysis. Get a new quarterback. I mean, because the quarterback is the easiest thing to get, Alex. A quarterback, you just go and get one. And not only that, a quarterback that's playing at MVP level to replace a quarterback that is playing at MVP level with another quarterback that plays at MVP level. Yeah, that's easy. Just go get one. And grab a coach that coaches him while you're at it. The rookies will get better on the O-line as the season. Yeah, they will, hopefully. Good morning, Greamer. The trolls got nothing to do. Now let me go back. Now let me go back to what I was saying about Devontae Adams. And GD fans, come on, I need a ball. There's a couch joke in there somewhere. I need a ball, but I'm just gonna leave it. I'm just gonna let it go. I'm just gonna let it go and go back to what I was talking about. Devontae Adams and Amari Cooper. Like if one of those came to the Cowboys, if Adams came to the Cowboys, how much better would we be in your mind than if Cooper came to the Cowboys? Because Cooper still gets open. Cooper still creates separation. You know what I'm saying? Cooper will do, exactly what I was saying that Cole Beasley could do. That person on third down that is open. Devontae Adams would be that too for certain. But Cooper would be that as well. And Cooper is a lot cheaper, hopefully, maybe. Because they said they just want a second for Devontae Adams. And if you just want a second for Adams, come on, man. When was the last time we had a second rounder that did anything? Oh. Give me either one, because like I said, if Devontae Adams is cheap, then go ahead. Let's do it. He's more pricey, exactly. But we have the money, Bear. We have the money, and we can and we won't have Adams longer than 2 years. So we can handle him for 2 years. Yeah, I think but it seemed like that stuff is that was John Cooper did leave on bad terms, but that was during a different climate, a weird climate, if you remember that time in history. People were acting weird, and some people were acting over the top, and other people it was just a weird time, if you remember that. I kind of pushed it out of my head. But it was a weird time in the history of the human beings. And I think you can come back from that time. I think people should be able to come. If they had acted weird during that time, or did something crazy during that time, or overreacted during that time, I think now people should come back and give that person some grace. Whatever side it was on, whether it was on the Cooper side or the Cowboys side, because I know the Cowboys were mad because he didn't take the jab. But now I think it would be okay to get past that. I don't feel like people are arguing about that anymore. Thank goodness. The algorithm took that off of its off its things to do list. So since the algorithm is not pushing that argument out there anymore, I'm not hearing it out there anymore. So some of you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. All right. But no, I can still see Cooper coming here doing almost the same thing. Jerry won't admit wrong for trading Amari, which it was wrong. But I don't know. Vic, he's in not Vic. C, he's in such. I mean, come on, but I mean, he's in such a bad shape right now with the fan base. Saying that he was going all in and then doing nothing, and then with Henry being Henry right now, knowing he could have got him, that would have helped our football team tremendously. Now Henry would have helped us with play action. It would have sucked the linebackers in so we can go over the top and things of that sort. So Henry would have helped us too. I don't know if we would use Henry in a fashion for him to help us. That's a whole different story. That's the Philadelphia. That's what Philadelphia is going through with Saquon, with our old coaches. Yeah. It was just a weird time. You would say so. All right. All right, now let's talk about our injuries. We seriously need a running back. John. We seriously need a running back. I just don't know. That's the whole thing that even if we get that's the bad side of getting Devontae. If we get Devontae, our expectations will go up so high when it really shouldn't, because Devontae Adams really doesn't help the run game. You know what I'm saying? He really maybe he'll keep his safety, at bay just a little bit more, but he doesn't help the running game. Devontae Adams doesn't really help the defense. Maybe we can hold on the ball for more third downs and give the defense a little bit more time on the bench or whatever, but he really doesn't help the defense. So if we get Devontae Adams, in reality, he really doesn't help us that much. He helps our passing offense tremendously, but that's only one aspect of the game. That's just one aspect of the game. So, CD, I was saying that last week, Rick Charlton, when they were handing the ball to CD. I was like, man, if he could, if I believed that he could take the pounding, put CD in the backfield. Just give CD the ball every down. Yeah, if Jerry makes a trade, it's for a big play wide receiver. There's none of those available. I think Hollywood Brown would have been decent. Kansas City might end up with one of those two, with Amari Cooper or Devontae Adams, because that passing game needs some help big time. Angry Cowboys fan says, I feel our run game suffers due to its loyalty issue. What's the loyalty issue? That we're loyal to Zeke? All right, injuries about this game. Injuries with this game. I don't feel like we're really bothered with DeMarcus Lawrence and Parsons being out. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I was going to say Parsons has been out most of the season, hadn't he? It's just like I am willing to see more of Nealon, of all the other guys. Overshown. I want to see the young guys. I want to see people who can and see if they can do it as well. But we're gonna have a real test. Oh, you talking about Zeke? We're gonna have a real test with Najee. Najee is the running back that I really want. When I heard rumors of Najee being available, I was like purred up, because Najee, remember Najee came right after Henry in Alabama, and Najee runs violently. I mean, he runs hard. So we're going to have to really put our big boy helmets on and get ready to make some tackles. So even though last week we did excellent in the run game, the Giants aren't as bad as people think in the run game. So we did very good in the run game last week. This week, we're going to have to really bear down to have a decent game versus this offense. And it's not only that, not only the running backs, you got a quarterback that's got silly speed. So the whole thing right there, as far as the run game, this is a test of all tests. Now, I kind of think we're going to be okay in this game. I don't know why. I just think we'll be okay because oh man, I don't know why I'm going to say this. They hadn't shown that they can score a lot of points, Pittsburgh's offense. And I believe that we can get at least 16 on pretty much anybody. You know what I'm saying? I think our offense is good enough just at least to get 16 points. So if we can get 16 on Pittsburgh and at least slow them down to where they only get like maybe 9 to 12 points or whatever, then it'll be a good football. I do not see this being a high-scoring football game in any way, shape, or form. Steelers are frauds. Flacco beat them. I wouldn't call them frauds. What's up, Mean Mug? I would say they're definitely beatable. Mr. Steele says, with Parsons and D-Law out, those almost sacks and almost TFLs will now be clearly seen as no chance for a sack. Yeah, but what does that mean in real life, though? The almost sacks and almost and no chance, don't they both equal 0? So let's just see what the other guys can do. I think they'll try to copy the Ravens game. Exactly, MVP, Dad. That's basically what I was saying. They're going to copy the Ravens game plan and do the same thing as the Ravens. They're going to try to be physical with us, run the ball, stop us, put us in third down positions, and then see if they can win the game. But the thing about the Ravens that helped the Ravens, they got on top of us fast. So I don't know if the Steelers have the offensive firepower to get on top of us fast. The Ravens had us down to where we had to slowly just come back on them or whatever. They had us down so much. So we'll see. If the Ravens didn't have us down that much, they wouldn't have beat us. That's what I'm saying, Mean Mug. Mean Mug is the same as me. Mean Mug says, I'm actually kind of glad Parsons and Law are out. Sounds crazy, but happy for the next man up. Me too, because what kind of production were we getting from those two? I know they have potential to blow up or whatever. Sure, we're going to miss out on that. But the real life, what have we gotten from those two this year? Michael Barrett, what's up, Bears? Yes, so Kansas City has their pick of Cooper or Adams. Exactly. Who do I want? Dancing Dak Prescott says, Fields has 4 fumbles this year. So far, forcing him to turn over will be a key for us to win. Yep. Defense is for real for the Steelers. They're you're right. I mean, it's good we're getting these defensive teams out of the way early. We got San Francisco coming up too. So 3 of the best defenses in the league. 4, because you got to put Cleveland up there. There wasn't no easy defense. Amari Cooper softer than great value toilet paper. He is, but he's productive though. He keeps his mouth shut. You can cut him, he don't care. You can sign him, he don't care. Amari Cooper's just a weird guy. And then you do forget now King Charles, I do forget Amari Cooper quitting on us. I did forget about all that. And him going to the sidelines. I did forget about that. I'm telling you guys, Ross says we need to get Dalvin more snaps. I'm telling you guys, I'm not sure Dalvin Cook is not cooked. He soft. Looks like he'll fit right in. He did. Yeah, Raiders said they won't trade in their division. Good for the Raiders. That's smart. Amari get his feeling hurt by a fan. Amari Cooper is younger by a minute. He's like a year under. I think Adams is 31 and Amari Cooper is 30. Nealon showed some flat. Exactly. What if Nealon just blows up? Mozzie looked good. Man, this is a year where we're just finding out what we have. Because I'm telling you, even if we get Cooper or Devontae Adams, we still don't have much of a shot doing anything this year because of our defense. Unless our defense gets better, that's why we need to see Nealon. That's why we need to see Mozzie. That's why they need snaps, because the defense is what's going to have to get better. Also, we've got to have some kind of running backs. I really like what Rico did last week, but still, Rico is not that physical back that we're going to need late in the playoffs. Where is that guy going to be? Who is that going to be? Is it going to be Zeke? If it's Zeke, you can't. I don't think that's going to be enough. Yeah, Don Weedy said, "Where's our white? Cooper is better. Cooper is way better than Brandon." Yeah, y'all. I've been on this Brandon Cooks thing for a long time, and I don't want to talk junk about Brandon Cooks. Brandon Cooks is a wonderful businessman. He has been able to get money in the NFL like crazy, but he is nothing more than an average receiver. He is a receiver that can get some yards because he knows he's a professional in the NFL, but he's not anything a team will ever be afraid of, and he hasn't been for a long time. The last time that he was relevant, really, really relevant, was when he was with the Rams, and then the Rams demoted him to fourth wide receiver. And that's when he went from the Rams to a bad team with the Texans. And he put up some decent numbers with a bad team for him to get back to us. But he still wasn't relevant. And with us, this is the best quarterback he's had, probably. And he was able to get him the ball, but still 600 yards with the Cowboys and Cowboys offense. The way Dak Prescott was throwing the ball last year, only 600 yards. That's as average as it gets. You know, Noah Brown, I can see any wide receiver. If you take any wide receiver off any number two, off any team in the NFL, they would have got at least 600 yards as a number two on the Dallas Cowboys. Anyone. Because they already said that Brandon Cooks is probably the worst wide receiver number two in the NFL. And I kind of believe that when I say that if you take a number two off any of the team and put him with the Dallas Cowboys, he'll get more than what Cooks got last year. It's just what I believe. I said, by the way, I've been around since you went off on Dad's the Seahawks long ago. He didn't even end up on the Browns. No, I thought I thought at one time he was right before he went to the Ravens. I thought he was going to go to the Browns. Then I would have sold the T-shirts. Hunter Lipke is my boy, Cam. Running back one and tight end. Hunter Lipke is my boy. He was sold to us as the number two. Alvin Eberhardt says he was sold to us as the number two when he was the number three. And you can say, and not even real number three, Alvin, because he's not a slot. He's a number 3 when the 3 has to come in and go on the outside when your 1 and 2 goes into the slot. So he's a 3 when CD comes in and goes in the slot. So we have no real 2. You're absolutely right. And I can still remember all the Cowboys YouTubers and all the media, the Cowboys local media. Everybody was sold on Cooks, and I did not understand it at all. And some people would get mad at me when I would say that he bring up the fact that he got basically cut from the Rams or sent from the Rams. Yeah. And it's nothing about Cooks. It's just we need a killer at number 2 on the other side. We need somebody that the defenses are worried about on the other side of CeeDee Lamb. Jalen Brooks. When I was there in training camp last year, Jalen Brooks looked good. So hopefully, I got behind on y'all's comments for a second. Hold on. What is Barish saying about Romo? Don't bring up no Romo arguments here, Barish. Yeah, but he was good for a minute, but then he still got demoted with the Rams them skills. Yeah, Maris got a real bad score, MVB dad, rookie score this week. So we need Maris to get more snaps. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a rookie. We know he can play. He just needs to put it down. Romo made Lauren Robinson the best number 2. Thank you, EY. Thank you very much. Good morning, Rodney. Where am I with Tolbert? Tolbert played well. What game was that? The Ravens game when he caught that ball? Tolbert played well. I just need to see cultures changing Tolbert. You came in talking trash about how you're going to change your culture, and you've been very, very, very quiet. We need to be excited for you, not excited for Flournoy. We all want to see Flournoy. When they run that same play and Jalen Tolbert Carter, it says it all. Yeah, there's not going to happen. Our front office isn't going to move. And he can't, I mean, we got more money than everybody except for like the Commanders. So he can't say we don't have money anymore. So I don't know what his excuse is going to be. Drafted Travis Hunter to play wide receiver. I think Deion says he's better at cornerback. I'm taking classic Miles Austin over classic Terrence Williams, and that says something because I could not stand Miles Austin. Don't know why. Don't ask me. Every time I was at training camp, when I wanted to hit him. I wanted to hit Miles Austin. I don't know why. Maybe it was the smile. They keep saying and that's another thing with the Cooks problem. Thank you, Rick. And we noticed it last year. As soon as we got Cooks was going across the middle. Why are you sending Cooks across the middle? What is he gonna do? And then we end up being one of the plays that really was one of the worst plays of the Green Bay game when Dak tried to hit Cooks on a slant and couldn't. There was no separation. The wide receiver bullied him and took the ball away. Yeah, not only that, Cooper taught CD so much. I can still remember one video when Cooper was showing him how to get off the ball. It was yeah. Are safeties a bigger issue? Yes, because it feels like they're just not expected to play. Be good. Yep. We get killed deep in the middle of it. Yeah, the Rasheen Shaheem catch over our secondary. Yeah, if we play the Saints again, Rasheen Shaheem is going over us again. No, it wasn't Kim K. I don't pay much attention to Kim K. But yeah, speaking of safety play, that's why the Atlanta Falcons, I think they're going to be good because they really invest. They got a win because of their safety play so far this year. The win over the Falcons, making that pick at the end of the game. Yeah, we just have Jags back there at safety. To be honest, just a guy. Yep. All right, Steelers defense. What are we going to do to attack the Steelers defense? Michael Barrett says he can't get too invested in our issues until we get a head coach. Nothing makes us feel like we're not in a lame duck position when it comes to our head coach. Nobody really wants him here. We're not going to have success this year with the roster that we have. I don't care who's coaching. It's really not fair. It's really not fair to fire him this year when the roster was given to him is not good at all. It's kind of like weird that you would like say, okay, you got to win this year to keep your job. Okay, but you can't have any talent. I'm not giving you any extra talent, but you still have to win. You have to do better than last year to keep your job. That just doesn't make sense to me. So I don't think Big Mike's going anywhere. Free yay. Force it to CD. Hey, Poppy, that's going to happen. Well, what we're going to do against the Steelers defense, we're going to force the ball to CD. That is the definite. Now, it's 58 degrees. Man, Spark, it's so cold out there right now because I went out there this morning, and today it's going to be like 107 degrees. So we're going to go. I got to tell you the numbers to see where we're going to go for today. This is crazy California living right here, guys. Hold on. Where's my weather app? There it is. So today in Southern California, the low was 68. So it was 68 a few minutes ago outside, and the high today will be 107. So that's the difference. How many degrees is that? That's what? 78, 88, 98, 100. This is 40 degree difference from now until the middle of the day. That's crazy. Hey, what's up, Cal? Top of the morning, John Jones. Belichick for GM. If you remember, Belichick didn't get much talent over there too. He was a good football coach. Yes, I was on. I have always been on Dak Prescott's bandwagon. I have never. The way I am right now with Dak is the most critical I've ever been with Dak because I'm expecting him to do. If you expect him to play differently because he got this contract, it's not going to happen. Dak is going to be Dak. Now, I don't have any problems with his play whatsoever. If you do have problems with his play, go watch other quarterbacks. Go watch football in the NFL. Please do. because the only people that do have problems with his play on the field is the people that believe the stories that the media generates, and the people that don't watch anything but Cowboys football and expect Dak to be perfect. Those are the two only. But if you are objective and watch football and see other quarterbacks play and other things like that, then you understand. But there's none of them perfect out there. So I've been on his bandwagon, but now I think that Dak, I need him to put Tom Brady type pressure on the organization so he can get a ring. You know what I'm saying? Now he made his choice to be with the Cowboys. Now he's going to have to get him a ring in the next 4 years. For him to get a ring in the next 4 years, he's going to have to go in that office and he's going to have to bam on the desk and say, I can't do it with this guy. I need a killer back there at running game so I can do play action. I need a great number 2 over there on the other side of things. Because this offense being void of talent, it's got to fall upon your leader. It's got to fall upon your feet of your leader. It's got to. You know, if he's just going to be a passive quarterback that just takes, okay, Dak, I'm going to give you this guy and this guy and this guy and this guy this year. All right, make it happen. No. You go and you make them get your guys. You go get your type players. You know, I know you got your tight end. You got the tight end that's perfect for you. Go get another receiver that's perfect for you. Go get a running back that's perfect for you. Go make sure that you got an offensive line where you're protected. I mean, I can't believe you're just going to let yourself get beat up like you're going to let you get beat up this year. But you got that contract. And that's why I was mad at him about, if you saw me all summer, I was saying, Dak, don't take a snap without a contract. This is why. Because I knew we wasn't very good as far as protecting the quarterback, and he would take hits on top of hits. I knew he wasn't very good to where he can put up massive stats, so his value would go down tremendously. Everything, if he took a snap without a contract this year, everything would have worked against him moving forward. So now he signed that contract. He's good. He needs to go in that office, and he need to tell Jerry exactly what he needs to win a championship. And that's the pressure I have on Dak right now. And I'm going to keep that pressure on him. No, I'm not going to say, man, Dak, he holds the ball too long. I went off on people early in the show because of that. I'm not going to say Dak, he can't do but 2 progressions. No. He's a far better quarterback than I am. Far better. Not even close. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Brent. Bill Belichick was a terrible GM for the Patriots. Yeah, he doesn't prioritize talent. He prioritizes do what he tells you to do, and you'll win. No coffee this morning. Not really a coffee drinker. It's supposed to be 90 in San Diego. Oh, nice day, Jay Recruiter. If your head coach is over there, that's what it feels like, man. I'm telling you, Michael Barris. I want to look at my new coach. I want to look at him and say, oh man, he might be able to beat me in Madden. You know, I would destroy Mike McCarthy in Madden. I would destroy him. I'm just saying. Topping off at 77 there. Wow. As long as it's a sunny 77, that's a good day. Hopefully the offensive line will hold up against the Steelers. That's the thing. That's why we're talking about the Steelers defense here. I don't know what we do against that defense other than just force the ball into CD Lamb and just pray Dak Prescott gets something, find something. It's kind of like when you remember the draw at the end of the game when we were coming back on the Ravens. That was just Dak. That was just Dak finding stuff. So this game is just going to have to be Dak finding stuff, making something happen on third down, because we're going to be in a lot of third downs. Oh, I'm definitely the Shanahan tree guy. I'm definitely a Shanahan tree guy. And I was thinking, Mike McDaniels over there in Miami, if he gets in trouble because of this Tua thing, that can kill it. That can get a coach fired. When you lose your quarterback like that. If he gets fired, I would love to have him over as offensive coordinator. I would love to have him as offensive coordinator. I would love to have him for offensive coordinator. Then I would keep Big Mike. I don't see none of that, EY. Dak is the most. I don't see none of that, EY. He said, and loses confidence versus the Bubba. EY, go look at Mike Tomlin this year in the press conference talking about Dak Prescott. And what Mike Tomlin is saying about Dak Prescott is nowhere near what you're saying, or what Stephen A. Smith says, or what Skip Bayless says, or what is the other one? Colin Cowherd, all the media idiots, which they are. He was saying that he was tough as nails. And you're saying he loses confidence. And I don't see where he loses confidence. I don't see that at all, or whatever. People don't like Dak because he doesn't look like Aikman. I don't know. I'm telling you, people will. This world generates arguments for money. I told you this way back in 2000. During that time, when we were having the knee, when you remember the knee thing was going, and I wouldn't say anything about taking a knee, because this world generates arguments for cash. And these arguments fly out there. It gets people all heated. Gets the algorithm just buzzing. But all the argument is there for is to create cash for whoever's creating the arguments. And Dak Prescott is, in the sports world, he is one of those things. He generates arguments. It just like, even now, if I uploaded a video the other day talking about Dak Prescott, and it would look like I was against Dak Prescott, and it just created so much buzz because it gets people. But people are tied up in those arguments because we watch the news, we watch the media, we listen to these people, and then we take that information and we go and spew it out to the world. So that's what's going on with Dak Prescott. And I'm telling you, that's the only reason, because like I said, if you watch Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys, and you watch every other team in the NFL and their quarterback, you will have no problem with Dak Prescott whatsoever. But if you watch the Dallas Cowboys and the Dallas Cowboys only, and just focus in on Dak Prescott, and then listen to people on TV, you're going to want him to make every pass. Nothing should be overthrown. He never should take a side. Everything should be all perfect for Dak on every play. And if he doesn't do that, he sucks. That we just need to go get another quarterback, because all we got to do is just go grab one, and he'll play better than Dak Prescott. I done got myself. They will restructure him and get weapons for sure. Yep. We need Tad Prescott in there talking. We might do, Michael Barish. Yeah, I know. That's what I don't want. Exactly, Larry H. That's beautiful. That's why Jared resigned him, I think, yes man quarterback. I don't want him to be a yes man quarterback. He seems very yes manish to me. Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? That hit the nail on the head, Larry H. I have no problem with Dak's game. None whatsoever. But with him being he just take it. Just take it from the Joneses. That goes against my like I told you, as soon as I started making this channel, I said I would never work for Jerry Jones. And I've done okay with my life. And I still will never work for Jerry Jones. I don't care. It's just like I'm not gonna be a tool for you. So don't be a tool for Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones loves to own tools. He's got a bunch of them. He moves the tools like he wants to move the tools. That's what he is. But you don't have to be a tool for Jerry Jones. You can work for him. I'm not saying don't work for him. I just won't do it. But work for him, but don't be a tool for Jerry Jones. Still be your own man. And that's my problem, because I don't feel like I've ever heard him demand things that he needs. Maybe he's doing it underneath, behind the scenes. If he is doing it behind the scenes, then it needs to flourish in victories. It needs to show in victories. It needs to show in a championship game or something like that. We need to be better if he's doing it behind the scenes without letting us know. But somehow we need to get better from our quarterback being a leader, not from him throwing perfect passes every game, because that's not going to happen. He's going to throw interceptions. There's going to be miscommunications. All that stuff happens in football. But for him to make sure that we have the right people out there, that he has the right people around him, that's on him now. No, I don't want him gone. For him, I wanted him gone. For Dak, I want him gone. Because he ain't going to win here. I believe that's exactly Larry H. Dak should have put pressure on him after the first big contract. So he should walk in to tell Jerry to quick fire Will. That's the only way he'll get talent. Look, man, I trash talked Turpin earlier in this year, and Turpin has been playing well. So maybe, Turpin looked good last year in training camp. And then when the season started, he turned into the old Turpin. So it's hard for me to It's hard for me to trust Turpin. So, but right now he's playing. If we lose to Pittsburgh, probably lose the next 4 games. I know. And I didn't like it. I didn't like it when Pittsburgh lost. I was like, oh man, they're gonna go back and they're gonna get their butts chewed out by Mike Tomlin. I would love to take them off a victory. It was kind of like the Ravens. That's why I knew the Ravens was gonna beat us, because they were too good of a football team to sit there and take losses like that. And especially a loss that they didn't deserve. Thank you, PZ. I got it. I did some work here. I got one camera here. Switch over. I got another camera here. Bam. Trying to get it done around here, man. Kaepernick was at the Aces. Yeah. MVP Dad said, I love my Cowboys, but stop bringing up Aikman as a great leader. Oh, man, you know your Cowboys, don't you, MVP? Stop bringing up Aikman as a great leader. The man threw more interceptions than for that. No, Aikman didn't even, if Aikman didn't like you, he would not throw the ball to you. Aikman would not speak to his coach. Aikman was Troy. Troy was Troy. You see how Troy is right now. Troy is Troy. Yeah, Dak Prescott is low-hanging fruit for some people. Exactly. But but Larry H., that's what he was saying specifically. he specifically referenced the comeback versus the Baltimore Ravens and how tough it was to make that comeback versus that team. So I mean, I don't know how losing confidence falls into that scenario. You know what I'm saying? And then I still don't see where I've seen Dak lose confidence and fall apart. If you're referencing the Green Bay game, no, that wasn't Dak. Things were falling apart all around Dak. There's nothing a quarterback could have done in that Green Bay game to have won that Green Bay game. Absolutely. Did he play well? No. But at the same time, there's no quarterback that will play well when your receivers are not running the right routes, when your receivers are not getting separation, when your receivers are dropping the balls, when your running game is not working, and when your defense has just decided not to come. There's no quarterback in existence of America, of American football, that will be able to succeed in that type of situation. So, I mean, losing confidence in that situation, sure. Because nobody can play football around you. Dak struggles throwing crossers and digs out of entertainment. Whatever. I'll make your tape, Dak delusional fans, and no more excuses. Make your tape on what he and how he needs to do it better, since you are better than Dak at quarterbacking. That's what I'm just saying. These guys they're insane. Dak struggles throwing. I bet you he can't tell you about no other quarterback in the league. None. Dak has been one of the most accurate quarterbacks in the last 4. Exactly, Big Dak. Dak has been, and they'll still push a narrative. He struggles with. They'll still push narratives that don't make any sense when you look at the numbers or the games. Uh-oh. KY Mike Jones, you starting something here. Just saw a report where the Cowboys are going after Mike Adams in the trade. We don't believe it, KY Mike. We don't believe it. Oh, y'all go back. He hates Dak but loves him. I'm telling you, the Dak thing is that's the best scenario. The Dak argument is the closest thing football has seen to that the taking a knee argument. It's just a stupid argument just created to gain clicks. I'm teaching you guys. I helped build this internet thing. I was doing YouTube videos before YouTube. I was live streaming before YouTube or anybody. I know how this thing works, man. I'm trying to keep y'all from getting sucked in by this stuff. Oh man, I'm late. I got to take the kids to school. You can win with that with adequate weapons around you. You can, but right now our weapons are not even adequate. We're at the bottom of the league in running. We're in the bottom of the league with wide receiver 2. We're toward the bottom with the offensive line until they get, some experience. Hopefully, we don't know for sure they'll be good, but we have potential on the offensive line. You think Dax does that back? But if he does do that behind the scenes, then it needs to show on the field. You know what I'm saying? It needs to show on the field. And you kinda get that. And I tell you when Jalen Brooks dropped that pass, what did Dak do? He was mad. He was mad. But then he went right back to Brooks. Like in the next play, he went right back to Brooks. I think Tolbert did the same thing. I think Tolbert dropped one and he went right back to Tolbert too. So he's doing what he can with these guys. But in my mind, if you put that type of effort into like Tez Johnson from Oregon, or that dude from Ohio State, or what's your name? That Ryan dude from Alabama. All these there's some young killers coming out. And if you put that kind of energy on these guys that's coming out, man, we might have some good teams coming. Just tune in live in Shango in the morning. Don Wee said he don't think Dak is a yes man. He don't think he's friends with Jerry. Dak is forced on running the offense and not personnel. Oh, OBS bot. Angry Cowboys fan. I got the little ones here. The big ones are all set up right here. This is a little one, and it's an AI camera, and it plugs right into your computer like a webcam was. It can sit on top of your thing. The OBS bot. OBS bot. I have 1, 2, and then I have 3. All my 3 cameras. This one, this one, this one. All 3 are Ozbots. And they're all wireless. And they're not expensive either. They were Shango, they were tired. Man, I'm way behind with the people want to see magic done by Dak. I mean, no, the magic that Dak can do is making sure that he has studs around him. That's how you win in the NFL. It's not you becoming a superstar and elevating your game and doing all the stories and stuff like that. That's not real. The real thing is having good people around you that can play football. Wow, I'm so behind. All right, guys, I have to go wake them kids up. I am 20 minutes late. Good gracious. All right, guys, I will see you guys tomorrow. And then I will take a break because I'm going to have to go to Atlanta. And I will stream our game from Atlanta. And next week's shows will all be on location in the backyard. My backyard in Atlanta, which is as big as this room right here. So we'll have fun.